Yeah, do you guys have a rich diabetic nerd and a fat annoying hairy guy?
Yeah, that sounds like the John Hein, Jason Kaplan combo.
Oh, that sounds great. Can I get that supersized?
They already are. Please drive around to the next window.
Howard 101. It's the Fast Food Show with John Hyde and Jason Kaplan. Call 888-STERN-101. And now, two guys who think supersizes are for skinny pussies. John Hyde and Jason Kaplan.
Yeah, folks, we're back. It's the Fast Food Show. I'm John Hein.
And I'm Jason Kaplan.
And joining us tonight, flew all the way in from Chicago. You know him from the Abe Cannon Show. It's Abe Cannon. And Abe, you blend right into our mix.
And it's hard for people to blend when John and I are around. I got a lot of room.
I got to say, it's an honor to be around people equally as disgusting as me. Maybe more disgusting than me.
Oh, stop. Flattery will get you everywhere.
I think we're on an equal, but Abe and I bonded much earlier today. We both have a love of mayonnaise. Now, as you know, people who listen to the show, I'm a big fan of dipping sauces, but mayonnaise is the creme de la creme, the cream of the crop. And I talked to Abe for about 3 seconds, and all of a sudden he tells me he puts mayo on everything, extra mayo on
extra
everything.
mayo. Anything I order, it has to be extra mayo. It doesn't matter what it is. Pizza. I mean, I'll get a sausage pizza. I'll dip it in mayonnaise. Hellman's mayonnaise. It has to be. We agree.
Hellman's. Oh yeah.
Miracle Whip's not mayonnaise. We agree on that. Right?
I'm not sure Miracle Whip is food, but Hellman's is mayonnaise, and when you say mayonnaise, you mean Hellman's or vice versa.
Yeah. So
right. So in honor of Abe, he told me to try mayonnaise on a lot of different foods I haven't tried it on. So we have the McRib. I haven't tried it yet. We have the McRib, and I have slathered it with mayonnaise. This is one of Abe's specials here, and later in the show when we do the McRib talk, I will.
Did you put mayo on your McRib as well?
I did. Yes, I put extra mayo on mine.
Where's my McRib?
Oh, you had a McRib.
Well, yeah. Where's my McRib?
We have a program director that may or may not have gone through the office like the Tasmanian devil, sucking up everything in his wake.
Well, I'm McRibless, but we've got plenty of other stuff.
Do you want
here.
half of mine, John?
Yeah, you can have half of mine.
You have to try it with the mayo.
You put the mayo on it, though. See, that's what I don't get, because you guys put, you lop the mayo on, you end up just tasting the mayo and not the food. What's the difference between, if you put so much mayo on, how do you know what you're eating? You're eating mayo.
But the problem is, if I don't have the mayo on, I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, I mean, the mayo, there's something that's very just creamy and satisfying about how it feels in your mouth. Now, you make that argument, but I know, Abe, I know where you're going. You make that argument, but you like salt on your French fries?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Because they make the fries taste better.
Yeah, but I don't glop the salt on like you guys did. I don't see any barbecue sauce. All I see is white mayo there.
You're a dry guy. There's dry guys and wet guys.
That's true.
Jason and I are wet. We like everything wet. I like my stuff dripping in mayo, dripping in sauce. You don't even get cheese on your burgers.
That's true. I have a, Wendy's plain triple, and because I like the meat. But you're right. Wet and dry can coexist.
Yeah.
That's why Jason and I are good on the show together, because we definitely mix and match. But tonight we're going to talk about the changes at the big three. Wendy's, McDonald's, and Burger King have all made big changes in their menu, so we'll touch upon that. We'll also talk about, we had Dustin, our intern, go out on the street and talk to people about what they're doing for Thanksgiving fast food-wise, what's the right way to order, and what the people behind the register should be doing.
Surprising answers, by the way.
Yeah, we'll get into that, and of course we'll talk sides and desserts and take your calls at 888-STERN-101. And I'm glad Abe's here, because a lot of times Jason and I will talk about Midwest, you're from Chicago, those types, but we have some expertise, but you live it. And we were talking before the show, you went to Lou Malnati's, which when I go to Chicago and I land, the first place I go is Lou Malnati's to get a stuffed pizza. It's a great pizza place.
Well, I'll tell you, I don't go to Lou Malnati's. And it's a problem, because all my friends fly into Chicago and they're like, let's go to Lou Malnati's. And I can't go because I had a problem there.
What was your problem?
I ordered a bacon cheeseburger.
That's your problem. What are you getting a bacon cheeseburger at a pizza place for? That's like Jason over here goes to Nathan's and gets a hamburger
cheeseburger.
Or pizza, whatever. Doesn't get a hot dog. What are you getting a burger for at Lou Malnati's?
They had good burgers there. So I ordered a bacon cheeseburger. And keep in mind, Lou Malnati's is a chain restaurant. It's not like, some prestigious restaurant. It's a chain restaurant.
In my eyes, it is.
It's a good restaurant, but it's a chain restaurant. I order a bacon cheeseburger. The waitress says, cool, I'll be right back. She comes back 2 minutes later. She says, I can't do it because the chef thinks it's going to ruin the integrity of the burger. Putting bacon on this shitty burger. It's not some high quality piece of meat. It's a shitty burger. Right? So then I say, okay, fine. Let me get a cheeseburger and a side of bacon. She said, okay, that shouldn't be a problem. She comes back 2 minutes later. I'm not making this up. I have witnesses that saw this. The chef said, you can't have it because he knows you're going to put the bacon on the cheeseburger.
Wow, that's some. This is a chain restaurant, so this isn't like Daniel Boulard behind the. Okay.
This isn't some like prestigious. It's a chain restaurant. It's like TGI Fridays or something.
The reason they did it is because the guy wasn't ordering pizza.
I have a feeling there was a John Hein guy back there, and he was like,
I totally would have.
I would have made him the burger, but fuck the bacon burger, fuck him.
But the integrity of the burger, it's not like this prime cut of meat. It's a shitty hamburger.
Yeah, listen, once they told you no to the bacon, you should have just walked right. That's
I've
ridiculous.
never been back.
Yeah, good.
This happened 10 years ago.
Good. And by the way, I went to Lou Malnati's when I was in Chicago, and I thought it was overrated.
Well, you're wrong.
Yeah.
If you're in Chicago, you go to Palermo's, Vito and Nick's. These are the best pizza places.
Giordano's?
Just see, Giordano's is another chain restaurant.
I'm asking. I don't know.
In Chicago, we have the commercials where the owner's holding a tomato. He's like, "Oh, you have to try the fresh ingredients." They make like this high place. It's not that good. People in Chicago know Vito and Nick's, Palermo's. These are the places you go to.
All right, when I come in, you're taking me there. Because you're telling me it's going to beat the stuffed pizza that I had at Lou Malnati's. That's damn good.
It will, because these places are chain restaurants. We were talking about this earlier. Anytime there's a chain, and one day I bet Lou Malnati's will be here in New York.
Good.
And they're going to ruin it. Just like, what were we talking about earlier? Jersey Mike's.
So Jersey Mike's, right. The Jersey Mike's, I'm from Jersey. There's a local Jersey Mike's where I grew up. It's a great place. I didn't even know that there was more than 3 or 4 of them, but you're saying that they opened one up in Chicago.
There's like 10 in Chicago.
Wow.
And, the ones on the East Coast are, you order a turkey bacon sandwich, they take 2 hands for the bacon.
Yeah.
It's like a slab of bacon on one sub, right? In Chicago, they're like taking one piece at a time. Here you go.
That's very un-Chicago to me.
I know, and that's a problem. You can't put a chain. You can't turn your beautiful restaurant into a chain restaurant, because then some asshole starts running it and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
You got to keep the integrity of the place, like that chef was trying to do, and look what happened. You got all of that.
The problem is, if you walked into any other Lou Malnati's, it probably would have made him a bacon cheeseburger. You're just with this. All right, but we're getting off there.
Let's move off of Lou Malnati's and on to the big 3. So, and by the way, we've got Wendy's burgers here. We have McDonald's. We have Burger King. We have McNuggets. We've got, I'm thirsty. I know we've got shakes. Let's see what's on the shake mix. Oreo Sundae. That's Burger King. I don't want that. McDonald's, McCafe.
Wait, you won't even drink a Burger King shake?
No.
No, you only do that just because you're doing it to be stubborn at this point, right? Because there's no reason why. I know you don't like the burgers and fries, but there's no reason why you wouldn't drink a Burger King shake.
Sure there is. It was made at Burger King. I won't have it.
He's stubborn. But by the way, I have to say, to put together this dessert order, because I'm not very big on desserts at fast food places, I went on all the individual websites for their menu, and I wrote down 3 things that were on the Burger King menu that they informed Dustin, our intern, that they shouldn't be on the online menu anymore. They stopped making them. So,
what a surprise!
Yeah, so
Burger King right on top of
and
things.
What are those items?
Well, the one I was looking forward to was the Oreo brownie sundae.
That's gone?
Apparently, according to Mrs. Burger King downstairs. Dustin, was there anything else that they wouldn't make, or was that the only one?
Doesn't matter. You can't get them. You're out of luck.
Is it one of those lazy things you think where she just didn't want it because they were out of them? Maybe she had to go in another freezer to get them out.
It's New York.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take an Oreo McFlurry if I can, guys. Can I get an Oreo McFlurry in here? Thank you very much.
Which flavor, by the way? We have 3 of them.
No.
Oh, you have
Oreo.
I'm sorry, you said Oreo.
There's M&M and Reese's.
Right.
M&M would be my second choice. Reese's
I'm dying. You know what? Hey, Dustin, as long as you're going back, can you get me the what flavors do we have the McCafe?
Chocolate and vanilla.
Get me a chocolate McCafe, please, because I haven't had one of those, and I'm trying to figure out if that's a coffee drink.
And Dustin, I'll take anything.
Anything. Grab him something from Wendy's.
Right, give Abe the Burger King stuff. Yeah. All right, and now let's talk about the new burgers. So Wendy's going all out. They've changed everything. They have a new spokesperson in Wendy who no longer with those little cute pigtails.
God, she's disgusting.
I think they got our Wendy to be the Wendy spokesperson.
She's huge.
But you have to respect the fact that they're showing someone who eats fast food. We always talk about how you got these beautiful people in all these ads, but look, we're not so beautiful. So it's nice to see someone of our kind being represented.
But isn't it messed up in society that us 3 could sit here and gorge on this spread of food, but then, Wendy doing it is disgusting. Us doing it is glorious.
It's glorious to us. If we were on TV doing this, it would be disgusting to everybody else. I think we're in our own bubble. But if we're going to jump into a quick review here, because I have this burger here.
Is that a new old fashioned?
This is the new. Now, I was so confused. So I'm going to take points away from Wendy's from confusing America. They made it sound like they were coming out with a new burger. In fact, you asked, I thought, can we get the new burger? We went down last month and said, we'd like the new burger. The way they positioned it was that they were actually introducing a new cheeseburger, a new hamburger.
Right.
But they're not. They're updating all their burgers to use a higher quality meat, a different bun, a butter. I guess they butter the bun.
They butter the bun, which
like
I
Culver's in Chicago.
What's Culver's?
It's
I don't know that one.
butter burgers. It's awesome. If you
Butter
come,
burgers?
Yeah, Culver's. If you come to Chicago, go to Culver's. Here's the places so far I've mentioned: Culver's, Palermo's, Vito and Nick's.
Shake Shack butters the bun a little bit.
Butter burgers.
New York.
Anyway, So if you just order any of their old-fashioned cheeseburgers or hamburgers, you're getting the new burger. Don't go in there asking for the new burger. Just everything is the new burger. And I have to say, if their goal is to get to the fast food equivalent of a Five Guys, they're coming very close.
I wouldn't give it that lofty praise. Part of it is because the Wendy's downstairs is the worst Wendy's in America.
That is true.
Horrible. You're in the greatest location of 30 Rock and your service sucks.
It's the worst.
But that being said, I think the bun is an improvement.
Yep.
I think the meat has improved slightly. I am not a fan of the sea salt fries, though.
Well, hold on a second. Hold on. I didn't get to the fries yet.
Well,
We're
I'm
just
going through
talking
the whole meal.
Okay, cool. Abe, I'm sorry. I can see you're chomping at the bit over here. Wendy's used to have the best French fries. In my opinion, I know everyone loves McDonald's, but for my money, I love the Wendy's. I like those big, thick steak cup
Five Guys
fries.
have the best burgers. The Cajun fries.
I'm talking fries. Oh, Cajun fries. Yeah, very good. But for fast food, we're talking big three. I liked Wendy's, and they have ruined them with these sea salt French fries. I mean, it's not the sea salt's fault. It's whatever new French fry they're using.
Yeah, I'm not. I thought Wendy's fries were good before. Now I just think they're poor. McDonald's fries can't be beat if you're talking about the big three. The right amount of salt every time. Any McDonald's, you can be in Chicago, you can be in Walla Walla. It doesn't matter. You're going to get that quality fry.
Yeah, I just ate a
McDonald's.
Wendy's fry. It's horrible.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really not good.
They're limp, they're cold, and not just because they've been sitting here. They just ruined it.
And I know Burger King also, you guys told me, they have a Chef's Choice premium burger. Is that another what, bullshit Burger King marketing campaign, or is there anything different there?
Let me try this because it looks pretty damn good.
I think
You want half of this, Jason?
Oh, yeah. Cut a little piece off there.
See, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't look good. Physically, it doesn't look good.
It looks
but
like
doesn't mean
something
anything.
you get at like old airport food. It's ugh.
But again, I think they're trying to get to that. What do they call those boutique burger places or casual dining?
Yeah, fast casual.
Well, the meat's definitely way thicker than a Whopper.
All right, as these two gorge themselves, what's the verdict, guys?
It's not that good.
No.
Oh, what a shock.
Not good at all.
It's horrible. It's actually horrible.
Don't waste your time. The only good thing that Burger King has done in the past year is getting rid of that stupid King, which freaked me out. I can't stand that thing. So, good move there. Let's go to Carl in New Hampshire. Carl, welcome to the Fast Food Show with Abe, Cannon, Jason, and John.
Hey, John, what's going on, guys?
How you doing, Carl? What's on your mind, buddy?
I have to agree with you about Burger King. I don't know what they've done to their food, but I can't eat it anymore. Anytime any burger, it doesn't matter whether it was a Stacker, a Whopper Jr., any burger, plain hamburger, goes right through me. Within a half hour, I'm running to the bathroom.
Just Burger King?
Yeah, Burger King. It's just horrible.
Look, you guys all know I'm Burger King biased. I am stubborn about it, I will admit, but it just never looks appetizing to me. The decor in the place looks decrepit. It's not inviting at all.
You know, my problem is I grew up in Chicago, we always had 2 for $2 Whoppers. So I just grew up eating 2 Whoppers pretty much every night. So it's just something I remember. It's something that brings me joy thinking about the taste of a Whopper. Like I said, I stopped eating meat for 8 months. And my first meal back into meat was 2 Whoppers with bacon and extra mayo. I mean, it was like, it's a comfort food to me. It's something that it brings me happiness at this point.
Right back into the heart attack. I like that.
Yeah.
Went back strong. Matt in Massachusetts, you're on the Fast Food Show.
Hey now.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, I just wanted to say, have you guys tried the new milkshakes at Burger King that they make with real ice cream now?
I haven't. Maybe these guys have.
I'm not sure if we got any milkshakes from Burger King. Our Burger King order was pretty low, but I didn't know they used real ice cream there. And
I've tried it.
I'm a little skeptical.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and you were saying that the McDonald's changed their shake. No, was somebody saying that?
Now, did McDonald's change their shakes?
No, they added new shakes.
Oh, they added new shakes.
They didn't change it. But the McFlurry, look, McDonald's shakes I think have always been solid. I mean, with the
literally solid.
The Shamrock Shake was always great at St. Patty's Day. And when they came out with the McFlurry, I was like, what are they doing with the mixing stuff up? And then I tried it. The ice cream at McDonald's is kind of a hidden specialty there. It's great. I mean, it's not ice cream, but it's fantastic, and it's a good way to top off a meal, I think.
My move at McDonald's always is taking the sundae and making them mix the strawberry and the chocolate.
Oh.
You know, I can't just have things the way they are. I need to change the order.
Yeah, we're learning this about Abe. Everything's customizable, and it sounds all well and good, but I don't think he's done too much ordering in New York. I think if you get the right person, they might customize your order to a point.
Here's a perfect example of this does go down in New York.
That's true.
I told you about the Burger King sandwich that I created.
Yes.
It's the 99-cent spicy chicken crisp, okay? And what you do with it is you add cheese, bacon, extra mayo, onions, and tomato. Now you have perhaps, and you have one there, Jason.
Yes,
I'd like
thank
for you to try it because this is the greatest. Maybe, John, can you try half of this?
No.
It's perhaps one of the greatest sandwiches of all time.
I scoff at Burger King's whatever they consider extra mayo here. I'm going to be putting my own mayo.
He's putting more mayo on. There's tons
this is hardly extra mayo.
Like how Abe's trying to tempt me. I'm impressed though, Abe, how you got them to make the burger. I mean, you had.
I mean, look at this thing.
You had it your way. I'll give you that. Jason's dropping mayo. Jason, you're a slob. All right, while these two eat, I'll talk to Brian in Long Island. Brian, welcome to the Fast Food Show.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
We're doing good, Brian, and we're eating. What's going on?
Listen, I just wanted two quick things. One, listen, I really like the new Wendy's burger, but I got taken by surprise, too. I thought it was a new burger, not like a redesign.
Right.
And I really don't like the new holder. You know, I don't eat in the Wendy's. I get it, take it back to the office. And the burger's halfway cold because it's halfway wrapped.
Brian, I couldn't disagree with you more. I love the new design, and I'll tell you why. When I'm at the drive-thru, I get my special order. I open the bag, I look down, and I can see if it's right. I don't have to undo the foil or anything like that. I know it's right, and I can move on. And you can always keep it warm by making sure your bag is wrapped up tight. That's how you keep it warm. I agree with you that it's not foil wrapped directly. It's partially wrapped, but they're trying to make it look a little more upscale. But if you wrap that bag that you've got the burger in, you should be okay.
I like it too because I'm sorry to cut you off there, sir, but it makes it easier to eat. Like you can push the burger up. You hold on to the cardboard while you eat.
So you're saying just cutting the cardboard in half makes it upscale? It's basically a Big Mac container just cut in half.
No, but it's standing straight up. It's a different look. This is like in the apple of hamburgers.
I don't want fancy at Wendy's. I don't go there for a fancy meal.
Good.
You know what I mean?
But I'm not talking fancy, Abe. I'm talking practical.
Yeah.
If you're special ordering your stuff, you want to be able to see it.
That's true.
You don't want to have to dig through and figure that out.
Yeah.
Michael in San Francisco, you're on the Fast Food Show.
John, Jason, what's happening?
Hey, Michael, what's on your mind?
Just real quick, I think everybody updated their milkshakes to try and compete with Jack in the Box. But if you guys are fans of eggnog, McDonald's eggnog shake is streaming right now. I think I've gained like 15 pounds in the last week. Drink two a day.
It's an eggnog shake. Now, did you have the McCafe shakes? That's what we're trying to figure out. If that's got coffee in it or what the deal is.
Yeah, it is. They just throw the McCafe label on it, I guess, to fancy it up. I don't think there's any coffee in that particular product, but it's a higher quality milkshake. It's not like those crappy Burger King ones.
All right, so Jason, give me one of those. What is this, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
All right, we'll try them. We got them both. We got them at Cafe here. We'll try them. I didn't know there was an eggnog shake. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, it's for the season. It's good stuff.
All right, we'll definitely check that out. Thanks for calling in. Now, speaking of McDonald's, the big change at McDonald's is, of course, the McRib, which is back. And everyone's question is, why isn't McRib around 12 months a year? Everybody loves it. They go crazy when it comes out. People are saying it depends on pork prices, but I don't think that's the case. Abe, I think you agree with me there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that if it was around forever, I think people would just forget about it. I mean, I think they have to bring it out, and it stays around. When it comes back, it's around for like 2 or 3 months. It's not like they just bring it back for 2 weeks.
But is it like a Disney movie where they say, okay, only for 6 weeks you can get Fantasia, and then it goes away forever, therefore you got to get it now? With the McRib, I mean, if I had one, I could talk about it, but it seems like that demand is insane.
You want half of this one?
No, it's got too much mayo on it. But, I mean, I've never, like, they don't bring back the McDLT. They don't bring back other McDonald's sandwiches.
When they brought back the Daily Double, I was very happy. That's my favorite, the Daily Double. Even though it's not as good anymore, but it's still pretty damn good.
It's the mystique of the McRib. I don't know. I can't even remember. I know they released it this time, and they released it a little while ago. But before that, I can't even remember when the McRib was out. It must have been at least 10 years, right?
The McRib?
Yeah.
That's come out every year for the past few years. There was a bit of a hiatus.
I thought there was a long hiatus. I think it's because it's not always available, and there's just something about saying it McRib and getting something with barbecue sauce out of McDonald's. It's exotic.
Didn't Robin read in her news there's some kind of chemical in here that will kill you or something?
Robin thinks there's a chemical in every food that will kill you.
Does it matter, though?
No, but I mean, every other country bans something in this McRib, except for this country.
Because they're pussy.
God bless America. Craig in Denver, you're on the Fast Food Show with Abe Cannon, Jason Kaplan, and John Hine.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
Good, thank you.
What do you want to talk about, Craig?
Big fan. Hey, I was just going to say, you guys were talking about customizing sandwiches. The best thing, super sexy. You get a double cheeseburger from McDonald's and have them put Big Mac sauce on it.
Oh, what?
Little mini Big Mac. It's beautiful.
Take this guy's number. This is a great call. I love this. Double cheeseburger from McDonald's are my all-time favorite.
Wow, that sounds great.
I'll buy them 2-3 at a time. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, let's stop eating and go try it out right after the show.
Wow.
Dustin, what are you doing?
That would mean stop eating.
Could you get a cup of Big Mac sauce on the side to dip your fries in?
Never tried that.
That I haven't tried. But yeah, just get the double cheeseburger, get the Big Mac sauce on it, man. It'll do you.
You know, and Jim McClure's telling me that today is the last day of the McRib.
What?
Is this like the Disney Vault closing, Jim?
We were just looking on Wikipedia to see how often it's been re-released, as it were. And I think in 2004 they said it was going away, and they brought it back for 3 weeks every year. And according to this article on Wikipedia today, November 14th is the last day of McRib.
All right, so you still have a few hours. Get out there and get your McRib. If somebody else doesn't take it from you and eat it, I highly recommend you getting the McRib. I don't know what they put on it, but it's damn
And
good.
it's another Abe original. If you just put mayonnaise on it, you'll really enjoy it.
Well, hold on, I was going to say that. Yeah, pull up to the drive-thru window, order your McRib, blast the show. But I have the McRib right now, and it's slathered in mayo.
There we go.
So hold on.
And those of you who think you're going to get, healthy options here at these fast food places, who are you kidding? Like, you just look at this food and you know it's not going to be good for you. That's not why you're there. You're there to get that satisfying, wonderful meal that just is going to do wonders both when it goes in and comes out of you.
Grease.
How was it, Jason?
It was good. I'm not a huge McRib fan, but the mayo certainly doesn't hurt.
Nick in Lake Tahoe, you're on the fast food show.
Hey, John. How you doing, man?
What's up,
Hey,
Nick?
since this is the last day of those, you guys, how many times have you been to McDonald's to have the McRib?
Well, again, I'm not a huge McRib fan, so this is actually my first McRib since they've come back recently, John.
How about you, John?
I had it once when it came out in honor of the meal, like the sandwich. Like if they re-released the Shamrock Shake, I would go have a Shamrock Shake because you have to keep the spirit alive. But that's it. I've only had one. I was going to have another one tonight, but we talked about that. Abe, how many?
I've had at least 15 because I like them with mayo on them, and it's a totally different sandwich when you add the mayo.
As we said before, Abe is overly qualified to be in this room with us right now.
So, Abe, you've had 15 since they've been out in this last
They've been
month?
out a few months, right?
Yeah, this one's been a long promotion, I believe.
It seems that way.
Okay, now one more question. Are they as good as they were in the 80s?
Well, I mean, I was born in 81.
Yeah,
so
John, I was born in 79. So, John, can you answer that question?
I was born in 67, so I can talk about that. No, they're not. I mean, they're good, but it's like when you get a replica of something that existed back then. It's still good. You can still live through it and enjoy the moment, but it's not as good as when it came out.
Yeah, like when they put Coke in the glass bottles now. It's not as good as it used to be.
By the way,
I love the glass bottles.
But they're not as good.
No, but you can't get that in New York. Yes.
I've just been picking at all the food here, and
Shocker.
I'm eating for the first time these. I'm going to say something very positive about Wendy's. These spicy chicken nuggets are awesome.
A few guys were saying that before.
They're awesome. I've never had them before.
Let me ask you guys this. Do you know people who dip their nuggets in the Frosties?
I'll do it right now.
Or their fries in the Frosties?
I've heard about fries in the shakes. I've heard that before.
I'm big into mixing the dipping sauces. When McDonald's came out with their all new dipping sauces for their McNuggets, we got everything up here, and I love hot mustard and I love creamy ranch, and mixing those two together were like awesome.
How are you about mixing stuff in your mouth? Like I'll take a bite of the burger, a sip of the shake, and I'll shove as many fries as I can. I do that all the time. Believe me, it's a beautiful blend.
You and I are so different when it comes to that, man. I eat my burger, then I eat my fries, then I eat I'm like a 1, 2, 3 kind of guy. You got it all mixed up.
And I don't do what you do, but I do like to plan out my meal because I want something very specific to be the last taste I have. Like if I have a double cheeseburger, I want the double cheeseburger to be the last thing I taste. So if I have French fries, I'll make sure to finish the French fries before I finish the last bite of the double cheeseburger.
Do you lick up all the mayo that's on your wrapper?
No, but I do pick up the cheese that melts to the wrapper.
Do you dip your fries and all that? I use that as fried dipping sauce.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Oh, you can't waste anything.
Yeah, everything. I mean, Big Macs, that sauce is a beautiful sauce.
I agree.
I mean, if we could get it, if we could figure out a way to get a side of Big Mac sauce, why don't they put it in the little containers, like the zesty and the
it's too much power for anyone to control.
No, because it's special sauce, guys. That's what keeps it special.
And then they use that bullshit excuse. We don't have any cups. Put it in a fucking wrapper. I mean, I'll take it any way you can give it to me. Put it in a cup.
Mike in Orlando, you're on the fast food show.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're doing good, Mike.
Hey, just calling in. I'm a former. My parents used to be owner-operators of McDonald's. They owned 6 of them back for about 10 years.
What a lucky child you are.
Good people.
And yeah, they actually mandated, and this was when I was growing up, they mandated that we could not go to Burger King or Wendy's. So,
You have very wise parents, Mike.
on vacation, we would only stop at McDonald's. But we had carte blanche. I could roll up with a couple of buddies. Every day after school, we had one of 2 blocks from my school, and that would be the stop on the way home. But yeah, it was great. But one of the things you guys were talking about, the McRib, one of the sandwiches that I enjoyed was, I don't know if you remember, it was the steak sandwich. It looked kind of the shape of a McRib, a big plank that kind of came with this barbecue sauce and onions. One of my favorites, but I guess they're never going to bring it back. I don't know why.
Nah, it's gone.
I don't know if you guys ever had that.
I had the steak sandwich. It was almost the precursor to the McRib. Like, the McRib was a more cost-effective way to do the steak sandwich for McDonald's.
Mike, let me ask you a question, because since you own 6 McDonald's, it's always been a dream of mine to make my own fast food sandwich. Like, I would love to be, even at Subway or something. Like, when
you've never worked at a fast food place?
I never have.
Oh, see, I used to work at Roy Rogers, and when I was in high school, and yeah, you could totally do that.
But what's it like? Like, how does it feel like when you know that, oh, I could put Big Mac sauce on a quarter pounder if I want?
Let me tell you how it feels. And Roy Rogers doesn't have an equivalent to a Big Mac sauce. But everything was frozen. You know, the patties were frozen, everything was frozen, and we'd make an X amount to sit up on the warmers, and then we'd make them to order from there. And about 15, 20 minutes before lunch, I would pick my burger. I go into the freezer. I pick my burger, my buns, my everything. I bring them over. I cook them myself, not using the timers on the grill, but just cooking it the way I want to cook it and putting all the different sides. And it was always the best.
I love how Jason describes it like raising a kid.
I know.
You know,
I started him out young, and
then he went to school, and I was brokenhearted.
Here's another tip. We're talking about chicken. If you go to KFC, most of them close at midnight. Roll up to the drive-thru at 11:56. Now, don't go to 11:57 or later, because then they'll say they're closed. At 11:56, you have 4 minutes. They won't have what you order, but when you say, give me everything they have left, they'll charge you like $10, and they give you like 2 huge bags full of shit.
It's a great move. Got to get rid of that inventory.
And here's another move. You go to McDonald's at 10:29, you can get breakfast and lunch.
A lot of times in New York, they'll go to the lunch menu early. If you ask them to, they'll go off the board and sneak a fry.
You get there 1 minute before breakfast ends. You order breakfast, and then you say, oh, lunch starts in a minute. Let me also get 2 Big Macs. They do it every time.
Our Burger King downstairs, I don't know if this is every Burger King, but they have a burger all day policy. I could go down there at 9 in the morning and get a burger, which I think is great, because while I don't hate fast food breakfast, if I given a choice between a double cheeseburger and a muffin, I'm taking a double cheeseburger.
Did you ever eat a breakfast sandwich with mayonnaise?
No, I gotta hang with you, bro.
Hey, have you ever had anything without mayonnaise?
I don't think so, honestly.
I thought I was mayo obsessed, but you have taken it to a level I haven't even heard of.
The sausage, egg, and cheese croissant with mayonnaise on it.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I'm not turning any of this away.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about what we found out on the street, who agrees with us, who disagrees with us about all our favorite fast food, and we're going to talk about sides and desserts. With the sides, we know you love fries, but are there other sides acceptable? We cover all the important topics here on the Fast Food Show. Abe Cannon, Jason Kaplan, John Hine here for you on Howard 101.
It's the Fast Food Show with John Hine and Jason Kaplan.
Call 888-STERN-101.
Howard 101.
The Fast Food Show.
It's the Fast Food Show with John Hine and Jason Kaplan.
And now, the only 2 guys who have gone broke ordering off the dollar menu, John Hine and Jason Kaplan.
Welcome back to the Fast Food Show, 888-STERN-101. Don't forget Abe Cannon, who flew in from Chicago to be with us here, doing a fine job.
Thank you.
Brought his mayo with him. And
we're learning a lot.
This McCafe shake is pretty good. There's chocolate. I don't taste any coffee in it.
This is just their standard milkshake. I believe in a fancy cup.
Poor branding, but a good shake.
It's the standard. If you like the standard McDonald's shake, the McCafe shake seems to be the exact same thing.
You just mentioned mayo. Was it ever brought up that Jason keeps mayonnaise in his desk? Have you guys brought that up on the show?
I don't think anyone would be surprised by that fact.
He has like, it looks like a tackle box in his desk. There's ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, ranch sauce, knives.
What are you storing mayo there for?
Because mayo for the French fries, for sandwiches. I'm with Abe. I'm a mayo lover, and you don't always like ask mayo, or a lot of places give you weird looks. I just have mayo in my drawer, and then when I get a sandwich and I want mayonnaise on, I put it on. I have mayonnaise for my fries. I have mayonnaise for my fries.
Well, Jace, I know you want to talk about the Subway down at the Freedom Tower, but speaking of asking for extra, why don't you tell that little story when you were down in Subway that one
I have 2
time?
quick Subway sandwich stories.
Can I tell you my favorite Subway story?
Okay, one of them's positive and one of them's negative.
Well, tell the negative
one. The negative one is, there's a Subway downstairs where we work. It's this typical Subway restaurant, and it was very crowded one day when John Hine and I and Steve Brandano went down to get food, and I get mine with the double cheese. I love the double cheese on the sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got mine with the double cheese, and then they start just shoving it down that line where they put the toppings on, and they're going way too fast, and I'm like, no, God, a little of this and more of that, and then I say, mayonnaise. And the guy picks up the mayo bottle and puts like 2 squirts of mayonnaise on there and pushes it down the line.
Oh, I hate that.
And that was where I put my foot down, and I said, yo, I want more mayonnaise than that.
Yeah.
You didn't give me enough mayonnaise. And he goes, that's enough mayonnaise for you.
What?
Yeah.
True story. There are about 20 people online behind us. We're laughing our asses off because this never happens at Subway. The Subway guy is telling Jason, you can't have more mayo. You can't have more meat.
Yeah.
It's too much.
And
too much.
I go, no, it's not too much for me. I want more.
Yeah.
And he goes, no more for you. And he like throws my sandwich down to the cashier.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, I come here almost every day. I don't know why you're treating me like this. All I'm asking for is for a normal amount of mayonnaise. I really want an extra, but all I'm asking for is a normal amount of mayonnaise. And I stormed out of there. I never got the food.
I mean, they were putting more on, but not in the quantity that Jason expected, which I get. So he says, I'm never going. And I don't think you've been back since.
I might have been back once or twice. What happened the next day after that incident, John and Steve were back down there, and they apologized and gave them free sandwich coupons for me.
They gave us a free lunch. They gave us free coupons for sandwiches, which we never gave Jason. We used ourselves.
That's not true. You gave them to me, and I gave them back to Steve.
Well, and then we used them ourselves.
You know, when I get insulted, I never return. Like I told you the Blue Mountain Ice story. You know, us mayo eaters are the new lepers of the world. Like we're treated, honestly, you could be in great shape and be a mayo lover. You're still treated like shit. You know, I've ordered a burger with mayo and the waiter said, I asked for more. And he's like, that's not enough. Yeah. I mean, that's happened to me a number of times. Mayo eaters get fucked and we get fucked.
You just got produced, Dave.
Yeah, sorry.
But you just got produced by Jim McClure.
I want to get to the man on the street stuff, but first, Jace, why do we want to talk about Subway? Let's tell a positive Subway story.
So the positive Subway story, and we were watching a video of this back in the office. I caught this on the Today Show a few weeks ago. So they're building the Freedom Tower. That's the new tower that's going to replace the World Trade Centers. And what they have for the hundreds, if not thousands of workers there is a fully functioning Subway sandwich restaurant that is on a lift. And as the tower gets built higher, the entire Subway restaurant is lifted along the floors with the tower. So whether you're working on it started on the 10th floor or you're up on the 96th floor, the Subway just rises with the tower. And they have video of it. And God bless Subway for helping out down at Ground Zero.
That's American ingenuity.
That is American ingenuity, and I love to hear from somebody working down there. I think that's very cool.
Yeah, they raise it every so often, and so the workers don't have to go down, however many stories, which is a brilliant thing.
And they're showing on this video we watched, they got people up 90 stories up, and they're sitting out in girders with their Subway sandwiches opened up and their drinks, and it's just cool.
And I like how they didn't do the food court thing of having all the different options, like 4 things in the one little box. No, it's just Subway. You eat fresh. I'm all for it. Thank you, Subway. God bless you.
And as they've noticed, they don't skip, right? That's the full menu of Subway.
It has pictures of Jared all over the walls, Subway logos everywhere. The whole place is yellow. I would just have a chalkboard that says Club Sandwich, Tuna Melt. You know, they don't need the complete Subway there. You know, they just put it on a dry erase board.
Little piece of home.
Now, we've got some man on the street interviews that Dustin, our interview, did. Thank you for that, Dustin. And it also gives us time to eat while you listen to the clips. So the first one is going to be, we asked people what their favorite side orders were other than French fries. What's your favorite side? Hit number 1 there, Matt.
Besides French fries, what's your favorite fast food side dish?
A small salad. Nuggets. I'd have to say onion rings. Corn. Apple pie. Steamed vegetables.
Fried zucchini.
Fast food.
Carl's Jr.
That's a lot of variety there, I think. What's your favorite side if you can't get fries, Abe?
Oh, you know, I only get fries. I don't like any of that other crap. I wish they didn't even have it, like apple pies and all that stuff.
I had a hard time choosing too, but I came up with one. Jason, you got anything?
I definitely at Burger King do like their onion rings. Again, Burger King for some reason does not advertise the fact that they have onion rings. You just kind of have to know that they have onion rings. But a lot of times, since I hate their fries so much, I'll get the onion rings with the zesty dipping sauce. And that is probably my favorite side outside of fries.
Every once in a while, you get lucky. You get 2 onion rings in your fry box.
Right. I'm with Abe on this. I'm a fry guy.
Yeah,
but if I had to pick one, Kentucky Fried Chicken, I'm not calling it KFC. Kentucky Fried Chicken, those biscuits are always good. Yep. I love the biscuit on the side of KFC. I don't want the fries or any other stuff. Just give me the biscuit. And KFC, the chicken itself, Tastes great when you get it in the drive-thru, but the next day when it's cold, it tastes even better.
It does, and you got to put honey on it too.
Oh, but I did order healthy for the sides. If you could hand over there, I got a baked potato from Wendy's.
Yeah, that's real
so it's a little bit around the corner now. It does have the sour cream, cheese, and bacon on here.
Oh, I see it. All right.
Yeah. Now you see it. Hold on.
Well, I'll get it for you. But first, our next man on the street interview, we asked a very important question. At least it means a lot to me. When you're ordering and the register guy takes your order, what should he do? Should he move on to the next person, or should he fill your order? I know I'm saying what Dustin's going to say, but I like to talk a lot. Hit it, Matt.
After taking your order, should the person move on to the next person online or make sure your order is filled?
Yeah, move to the next one online. I think they should move on to the next person online.
They can move on if it's busy.
Make sure the order's filled. Make sure the order's filled.
Make sure my order's filled.
Oh, they should make sure my order is filled. That's good customer service.
I couldn't agree more with that lady. You make sure your order is filled. My huge pet peeve, and Jason will attest to this, JD, if he was here, would know, when I go up and I order, I make my order, and I want you to turn around and fill my order. I don't care how many people are behind me. You fill my order, unless you have a well-run place which has fillers in the background, but they don't. And I will purposely position myself so because I'm pretty tall, the register person can't see who's behind me. I'll play dumb and like I'm standing in the wrong place. I will move people off the line. I want them to fill my order. And Abe, I know you think I'm nuts.
But John, we don't get standard orders. I understand if you got a Big Mac, it's ready sitting there in the rack. Hand me the Big Mac and I'll leave. But you and I get crazy orders. You can't expect them to have these signature dishes that you and I have created to be, I mean, it's not going to be ready. You have to wait.
Abe,
Abe.
I'd agree with you, Abe. I'm getting a plain burger. A plain burger.
But see,
nothing complicated. Give me the patty, put it on the bun. Plain burger. Fries. That's it.
But see, it's hard for them to comprehend because they're like, I got to put cheese on this. I got to put cheese.
Yeah, the robots back there, they do the same thing over and over. You're
no cheese.
But
is it that difficult? No cheese? Okay, I know at the Wendy's downstairs is difficult, but any other place, is it really that difficult to get no cheese on a frickin' burger? I don't think so.
I rarely have a customizable order, so I definitely agree with Abe. I have no problem if somebody takes my order and then asks me to step aside while they take another order, as long as I'm getting my food in a timely manner. What I do hate, though, and our Wendy's downstairs is very guilty of this. They'll just keep pushing people out. Like, they'll take 50 orders before one gets filled, and that's ridiculous. That's got to stop. I mean, 3 or 4 deep, all right, but I have no problem with it as long as I get my food on time.
Or in the drive-thru when they make you sit in the parking lot. Oh, could you pull over there? We'll be back in there. No, and there's no one even behind me half the time.
There's a trick to that, Abe. Whenever I order at a drive-thru, I pay, and then you go to the second window. By the way, I hate when the first window is closed and they try to double up the money and the food in one window.
Oh.
Yeah,
don't even
2
bother with the first window. Anyway, you get to the second window, and I get my order. I open my bag, I take out everything, I make sure it's perfect. I don't care if you're waiting behind me. You're going to wait because I'm not being told to pull up in that little red square and wait 10 minutes for my plain burger. I go through, I make sure everything's okay, and then I pull away. If you do it right the first time, there are no issues. That's how I am.
Now, what do they do when you say no?
If they get it wrong?
No. When they ask you, hey, could you pull over there? And you say no, I'm going to wait.
Oh, I pretend not to hear them.
Yeah, I've seen John do this move before.
What?
Not in a car. He'll sit there and he'll get a wrong order or something, and he'll just stare at the cashier until they fix it. Like, he'll lift up his burger and go, there's cheese on here.
Yeah.
And then they'll look back. John will stare them down. It is a death stare. It is creepy.
Do it the right way. I mean, that's how I feel. I think our next man on the street actually talks about this in how a drive-thru issue that we all encounter.
What's an acceptable wait time at a drive-thru?
I would say no more than 3 minutes, under 3 minutes. I think at least like 4 minutes.
2 minutes.
3 minutes?
3 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, no more than that. You wait more than that, then there's problems.
There's problems with you, bro.
Yeah, 10 to 15 is a little extreme. Yeah. It seemed like 3 minutes was the mark that everyone said. I'd probably go a little less than that, but 3, I guess I can tolerate.
A little less for, you mean just yourself or a whole order?
No, if you're talking like a family order, I get that. But they've got the clock running if you look inside a drive-thru window. And a lot of times, if they hit a minute or more on that clock, they'll ask you to pull up, which is poor customer service.
When you get home and your food is missing, do you call?
It doesn't happen to me because I always check my order.
Oh, that's true. But, okay, so how about you, Jason? When you're missing food, do you call?
I'm a sucker. I just take whatever they give me.
Me too.
Yeah, I get mad at myself too, but I'm like, whatever. I got fast food. That's all that matters.
You're letting the man win, Jason.
I just, I want to eat the food. I don't want to go back. Believe it or not, I don't want to have a confrontation with everybody. If I catch it there, that's one thing. But
I have to admit, I have gone back to places a second time if they made a mistake, and I remind them of the mistake they made last time. Like when I'm getting my burger, I say plain, because I know the way it shows up on the grill at McDonald's. Yeah. Double quarter pounder, plain, no cheese. That's the way it has to be inputted. So if they put on a double quarter pounder plain, I'll go, no. Double quarter pounder plain, no cheese. We got it, no cheese. No. Because I see the screen. Plain, no cheese. And yes, I'll wait until that's right.
Honestly, you know how much cum and spit you've eaten? Because you're the kind of guy, if I worked there, I would jerk off in your burger.
I keep telling them that.
No wonder I like those burgers.
By the way, I am loving this Wendy's cheese and bacon with a side of potato. This
I love
is
how you
delicious.
said that was the healthy thing you're eating today.
This is delicious.
That's your healthy option.
I haven't even hit the potato yet, I don't think.
Yeah, it's all bacon and cheese.
All right, let's take some calls. Justin in Syracuse, you're on the fast food show.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Justin.
Yeah, like your last show I listened to, I love your show. I celebrated by getting a 20-piece nugget and large fry from McDonald's.
Good man,
with
good
the,
man.
With the vanilla milkshake. But last time y'all said when y'all go to Friendly's, y'all don't eat there. Y'all just get ice cream. And I have to say...
I didn't say that.
I said that.
Oh, well...
Yeah, John hates Friendly's. I have no problem.
No. I don't hate Friendly's. I just wouldn't get the food there.
Okay.
I get the ice cream. I think the desserts are excellent. Fribbles are fantastic. But I'm not getting a burger or anything else.
I like the food there, but let's let this gentleman talk.
Go ahead, Justin. I'm sorry.
Dude, the loaded waffle fries are a fat man's dream, I gotta tell you.
Waffle fries, I'm a big fan of, but you got to do it right. And I don't think we disagree, Justin. I don't think they do it right at Friendly's. You a waffle fry guy?
I am, but
don't tell me, Abe. You put mayo on the waffle fries.
I do. I honestly do. But I mix the mayo with barbecue sauce for fries usually.
Ooh.
You guys don't do that?
Say that again?
A mayo barbecue sauce mixture becomes the most.
God, you have mayo in everything.
It's one of the most beautiful sauces you've ever tried in your life.
Really? Mayo barbecue?
Yeah, you've seen mayo and ketchup,
You know what?
right?
I can make this right now. Could we have both?
Do it.
Hold on a second.
And dip fries in it. I'm telling you, it's the greatest sauce for fries.
All right, Jason's going to do the mad side. He's actually not going to do it. He's just going to go eat more and pretend like we can't see him. Tommy in Georgia, you're on the fast food show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Tommy.
I just wanted to say you got to put A1 steak sauce on any French fry. And I wanted to ask Abe something.
Go ahead.
Abe, what part of Chicago are you reside in? North side, south side?
South side.
All right, I'm from the north side originally. You ever go to a place up on the north? It's off North Avenue in Thatcher. It's Russell's Barbecue.
I never have, no.
Oh, man. Take a trip. North Avenue. It's just off North Avenue on Thatcher. Don't go on a Friday night because you ain't getting near the place.
Really?
It's fabulous.
I'll give you a barbecue place. Go to Chuck's Barbecue on the south side.
Abe knows it all.
That's some good barbecue.
And the A1 thing I've heard before. I haven't done it, but I know people who go the A1 sauce.
Here comes that mixture.
All right, so you're mixing mayo and...
John, would you try this?
Absolutely
please?
not.
Could you please
No.
try this? Dip your beautiful McDonald's fries in.
No, why would I do that to my poor McDonald's fries?
Just dip it. Just a little dip. I just want you to try it.
No.
All right, here we go. So I got the mayo
Jason will
and the
represent
barbecue sauce evenly
There you go. See,
dispersed.
Jason's a man. He really, that's a pound of mayo. There you go.
Jason's more than a man.
I don't not like it.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Well, I don't not like
No,
it.
it's
What does
good.
that mean?
I'm not a huge barbecue sauce fan. I am a huge mayo fan. This is better than just mayo by itself.
Thank you.
It's better than just barbecue sauce by itself.
It's a beautiful sauce for fries.
Mike and
He's having a heart attack.
He's coughing it up on me. Jason!
I swallowed a french fry down the wrong pipe.
Mike in Chicago, you're on the fast food show.
How you doing? I know why. Hello.
We're here, Mike. Go ahead.
I know why they sell McRibs 3 weeks a year or something like that. I asked the manager one time why they don't have all the time. He said that they only allowed to sell so much pork. Something about being burgers. They're limited on their pork excess.
You see, Mike, I understand he told you that, but the first rule of the McRib Club is, you can't tell anyone the real reason behind the McRib.
And is there even pork in the McRib?
No.
And
that's the real question.
And they sell tons of chicken. This doesn't make sense on any level.
Yeah, they sell fish, too, all year.
Wade, you're on the fast food show with Abe, Jason, and John.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about a couple of things. One, you guys were talking about drive-through times, and, you were talking to the man on the street or whatever. You know that I used to work for McDonald's, and you're supposed to be in and out of a drive-through in like 90 seconds.
I like that.
Really?
According to the manuals that I grew up reading when I was working for McDonald's, that it was supposed to be no more than like 90 seconds for you to get your order taken, filled, and out the damn...
For any size order, or is that just a single, like a Big Mac meal?
Yeah, like what happens when you pull up with the Little League team?
Yeah, that's like a standard order, I mean,
Right.
obviously you're going to have some issues occasionally. But literally, they used to keep time on us, and you were supposed to have it done in 90 seconds, and you would get reviewed on how fast you got your stuff done.
I like that organization.
You know, though, I bet you, and we've talked about this in the past, John. Even though McDonald's and all these franchises do their best to be the same everywhere, you're really at the mercy of how good your manager is for how good your service is going to be. And so you might have worked for a guy that was really on top of that, and that's great. But I've been to plenty of McDonald's where there was no 90-second rule.
And let's face it, they've made it a lot easier. Like, you pull up, they have the soda automatically filled for you.
Right. You don't have to wait anymore.
They've automated most of the process. It really shouldn't take, unless you get like a weird order like Abe and I do, it really shouldn't be that difficult to get.
But
you
let's
in
be
and out
honest.
of there.
Would you, making minimum wage, you're around the most disgusting people on earth that are in McDonald's every day. I mean, you're around a bunch of fat slob. I mean, I'm there too. I'm including myself in this. I'm disgusting too. But I mean, do you really want to serve the, I mean, how could you can't blame these people for giving you poor service.
Sure I can.
They're making like no money.
Take some pride in your job.
In that job though?
In any job.
But it got to be annoying. People complain all day. You're not making any money.
It's hard to get.
I get why they don't have the motivation.
It's hard to get a 16-year-old to be motivated about anything. That said, I worked at a fast food place, and while there was definitely a lot of downtime and a lot of screwing around because unless you murdered somebody, you weren't going to get fired. So like, there was no motivation to show up and have your A game. But you know, it's like any job. It's what you put into it. I liked running the drive-thru. I liked talking to people over the little megaphone or whatever.
Did you like the power or did you like the communication?
I liked the whole thing. I liked walking around with the headset and the little thing. Like, it was like very Star Trek-y.
Did you wear the jacket that said drive-thru on it?
No, we didn't have it. It was Wendy's, and it was post those weird uniforms they had. So it was just a shirt and black pants and the headphones. And I could be in the bathroom and taking an order, and you had lots of power. And when your friends came by, you could always throw extra crap in the bag and hand it out. It was cool, but a big order, like if you came in with your entire family and started giving me, no pickles on this and yes on that, I would be overwhelmed.
You'd ask me to pull ahead, right?
As a 16-year-old kid, I would be overwhelmed, yes.
Well, you got to learn how to do your job.
Have you ever fucked with anyone's food?
No, one time these guys came in, they were skinheads. They had like swastikas on their foreheads and stuff. And I was working behind the grill at the time, and one of my friends just starts hocking into their burger. I couldn't do it as much as I wanted to, and I was certainly I couldn't spit in someone's food. It was just I just couldn't do it.
Laz in Philly, you're on the Fast Food Show.
Yes, John Hine.
Yes, sir.
How you doing? I just want to say I'm kind of like you in the way where I won't wait. I was in the drive-thru. Like if I go to McDonald's, I get a plain cheeseburger, and it should take 2 seconds, and they tell you to pull up. So I've sat in the drive-thru and waited till they gave me my food rather than pull up and then you wait for them to walk out.
I'm with you, Laz. I mean, you should get your order right. And a lot of people behind you are going to honk. They may get pissed off, but you know what? It's worth it. Trust me, because you get your food, you get it the right way, and the next time through, that guy's going to do it correct for you. So I'm with you, my friend.
Hey, try one of those. Try one of those spicy nuggets in that barbecue mayo sauce. It's good.
Now, speaking of McDonald's, another thing, we talked about the mystique of the McRib.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
The other mystique they have is this Monopoly game. It just ended, but every time this Monopoly game starts, I know I'm not going to win, but I get excited to play. And I have Abe was laughing at me before because I have my game board here, and I've got every single property, but I have Park Place and no Boardwalk, and I have no Short Line Railroad, and I'm always missing one. But do you know of anyone? Have you ever seen that someone has won this game?
There's two theories. The first theory is, like you said earlier, it's bullshit, the whole game. That's one theory. The other theory is that the guy who has Boardwalk doesn't even realize that Boardwalk is the main piece, and he just...
You see, legally, I'm thinking it can't be bullshit. They have to produce the piece. Now, whether they print it and put it God knows where, that's a whole other issue. But I never see anybody who wins, like the car, who wins 100. If you get Baltic and Mediterranean, I never see.
Well, forget the legal stuff for a second, because wasn't this McDonald's game at some point, like, it was a fraud, right? They came out and so it turned out that somebody running the game was fixing and rigging it, the entire thing. This was years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'll find the article.
What's the main prize, John? Is it $1 million? $1
million. Boardwalk and Park Place.
Wouldn't you put on a commercial, this guy won $1 million? I mean, that would be a great commercial for them.
Why they don't exist.
Around there, you're right. Is there any record online of winners?
Not that I know of. And, I keep playing, though. They can start Monopoly in 2 weeks, and I'll be back. And God knows how much free food we've got.
Yeah, I was going to say, we have a couple meals in our little envelope, right?
We have 3 quarter pounders with cheese, 3 medium fries, a McFlurry, a Red Box thing, which I guess is,
What is that? Oh, didn't they just go out of business?
That's a movie rental.
Oh, they raised
and a
the
breakfast
prices.
sandwich. So I guess we've been to McDonald's a couple of times. Let's talk to John in Jersey. John, you're on the fast food show.
Yeah, guys, how you doing? I used to work at a McDonald's back in like 85, 86, 87. I didn't work there 3 years, 2 years. But I used to, for my break, I used to make a really Big Mac. I used to use a quarter-pounder meat or a McDLT meat.
Nice.
And the bun, and I used the second bottom of the bun for the club in the middle.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
Talk
with
slower.
the cheese, and yeah, that was fantastic. That's what I had for my breaks.
You're an artist, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have had that on. I think they should have a bigger Big Mac on the menu. Really.
Well, speaking of piling up the order, Abe told me a story off the air about when he got a more than one cheeseburger one time. Why don't you tell that story?
Well, I used to, at Burger King, I would order 8 double cheeseburgers, but I would have them put them all on one bun. So it was beautiful. It was like a tower of meat. And they will do that. You just say, because, I don't want to waste the bread, I would say. You just tell them that. I don't want to waste the bread. Just charge me for 8 double cheeseburgers. They give you 16 pieces. Everyone should do this when they drive home tonight. They're 99-cent double cheeseburgers for $8. It's the most beautiful tower of meat.
You're telling me you put down 16 cheeseburgers on one bun. You can't fit your mouth around it. Like, how do you
I
do
have
that?
done it because you start. It's like 2-4. It's not as hard as you think. It could be done. I've done it at least a couple times.
I like to watch that.
The other day I had an issue where I went through the drive-thru and I checked my order. I saw the bun, and when I got home, I didn't have the bottom bun. I only had the top bun and 2 patties. So what do you do in that situation?
In that situation, I would go back.
No. What would you do, Jason?
I think I would have split the bottom bun or whichever bun you had in 2.
That's exactly what I did.
Nice.
Cut the bun in half, ate the meat pure, and then had the rest.
I just found a Monopoly winner, by the way. $1 million. It says, an unemployed Wes Ellis man will have a much brighter Christmas after winning the $1 million prize in the Monopoly game.
Oh,
so
wow.
someone has won.
Congratulations.
We have proven that someone has won the
Has
million.
anybody seen him other than on the web? I
He's
don't
probably
think so,
dead.
Abe. I'm not too sure. Let's go to Greg in Arizona. Greg, you're on the fast food show.
Hey, John, thanks for taking my call.
You got it.
Have you the Duke's mayonnaise from the Hellman's?
Duke's mayonnaise? No,
I've tried that.
I'm not sure if they sell it up here. Well, you're a mayo expert.
Yeah,
I'll ask you first.
It's not that
they
good.
They don't sell it here in Arizona either. I ordered from the East Coast. My wife grew up in Georgia and was a chef along the East Coast, and that's where I really love it because I've never been a mayonnaise fan, but Duke's mayonnaise is really, really good.
Hellman's is better.
Yeah, I will be interested in it, but when you have a perfect food like Hellman's is, why would you mess with that? Sure, you could throw some garlic in there, maybe some barbecue sauce, but at the end of the day, Hellman's is the perfect base. Hey, can we just touch on these? Because I know we're running out of time.
Real quick.
We've been eating a lot of dessert. I'm not a huge dessert guy at fast food places, but these desserts are excellent. They have a root beer float at Wendy's.
Yeah, they started doing floats.
And I'm drinking it right now. It's amazing. And I know Abe or you or both of you
The
were
original
loving.
with caramel, it's amazing.
He's having the original Wendy's shake with caramel. I really got to give it up for Wendy's, except for their fries. I'm loving their burgers. I'm loving their desserts. I'm loving their spicy nuggets. I got to say, I'm a big Wendy's fan tonight.
Well, I've got my Oreo McFlurry, which does driving because you need the spoon with
Yeah,
it.
I hate that.
But once it melts down, it's damn good. And I also want to give a couple of shout-outs. One to In-N-Out, which I still think has the best burger. The other to Five Guys for their fries. And them putting the additional fries in the bag.
Love it.
That's the best. And I hear our music, so we got to wrap up. Abe Cannon.
Oh, what an honor it was
Man,
with you two fine gentlemen.
You fit right in. You are our official Mayo correspondent.
Yeah.
We'll be
King of
using-
Mayo.
And Jason, always a pleasure eating with you.
We're still alive.
Yeah, we made it through another show. How about that? Much to the chagrin of our audience, we're still here. And thanks to you guys for calling in. We hope you enjoyed eating along with us on yet another fast food show. We've survived. We hope you enjoyed it on Howard 101. Let's eat.
Dixie cups, all flavors and push-ups too. I'm your ice cream man, baby. Stop me when I'm passing by. See now all my flavors are guaranteed to satisfy. Hold on one more. Well, I'm usually passing by just about 11 o'clock.